One of the questions you get when you publish a report usually is, what did we do last year? And that question leads to another one. How does this year compares to last year? Today I'll show you the DAX functions you need to master so you don't have to answer these questions again. The scenario we are working with today is about the sales report, and we will start from a very simple measure, returning the sales for the selected period. The measure would look like this. Total sales equals sum of orders order total. Now that you have this, how can we return the total sales for the previous year without writing a complex DAX measure? Very easy, by using the same period last year function. Let's write this new measure. Calculate the sum of orders total for the same period last year, and for dates we will use the date column from the date table. Close all the parentheses and press enter. As you can see, we already have the new measure and we can compare the results from this year with the results from last year. But what if you want to show a specific interval without having to select it in a slicer? Easy, by using dates in period. Let's say you want to return the number of orders for the last years. The measure will look like this. Calculate distinct count of orders ID, because we want individual orders, not individual lines, for the dates in period, and for the dates we will use the date column from the date table again. The start date will be today. The number of intervals will be -1 because we want to go 1 year before, and the interval will be year. Close all the parentheses and press enter. As you can see, even if you make a different selection in a slicer, it will not affect the result of this calculation. If you want to change it and see the last month, for example, you can copy this measure, go into the new measure you want to create, paste it, and all you have to do is replace year with month. Quick pro tip: if you want to replace all the instances when a specific word repeats in a measure, click on the word, hold Ctrl and press F2, and now you can change all the instances when that word occurs. Press enter and we have the new measure. Let's attach it to this visual, for example. But what if you don't want to be constrained to a set interval like week, month or year? Then you need to use dates between. Let's say you want to return the sales for the current fiscal year that starts at 1st of July every year. The measure will look like this. Calculate the sum of orders total for the dates between, and again for dates we will use the date column from the date table, and the start date will be date, and for year we will use year today -1 because the current fiscal year began last year. For the month we will use 7, month of July, and for the day we will use 1 as the 1st of July, and the end date will be today. Close all the parentheses and press enter. And there you have it. We return the sales for the current fiscal year, and it is not affected by any selection you make in a slicer. By writing the measure this way, the calculation stays dynamic and it will be changed based on the date you open the report. Quick pro tip: if you want to calculate your measure from the first date in the table, you need to set the start date to blank. And the return result will look like this. These are a few basic ways you can filter by date. You also have total to date calculation, which I covered in a different video, for which there is a link in the description box below. There are other ways for which you could use this function, like year over year percentage. If you want to see more, then just drop a comment and I will do my best to deliver a solution for you. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking, subscribing and activating the notification bell for updates on future videos. I'm Stellian, signing off. Until next time, cheerio!